Hello everyone, welcome to day 2 of experimenting with our camera, different spots around the garden, trying to find the best place to catch creatures through the night. This video starts off with about 6 minutes and 3 seconds of ground birds of various kinds that we saw. I set it up about 6 o'clock, just before 6 o'clock, so there's quite a lot. If you wanted to skip through that just to see the night creatures, then go to 6 minutes in. If you want to see some of the birds eating from bits that have fallen from the birdseeder, then stay with us. Either way, I hope you enjoy the video. This is a female blackbird and she is a regular visitor to our garden. These are my favourites. I do love the magpies. They used to take the coir from our windmill palm every springtime just for their nesting, and we've got 2 pairs that regularly visit our garden. These two acting a bit like Ron and Reggie, obviously not fans of sharing. I think this is a collared dove. I'm not really sure. Please correct me in the comments. Thank you. So it's just gone 6:45 in the evening and my wife has decided to go out and fill up the bird feeders. She's also filling up the bird baths and topping up the hedgehog food for the fox. Earlier I didn't think Ron and Reg wanted to share, but I don't think anybody wants to share the garden with these two at all. They look a bit scary. We have quite a few house sparrows visiting the garden. They come in 2s, 3s and sometimes 5s or 6s. So there's quite a few of them coming down to feed off the seeds that have fallen from the bird feeders. As you can see, there's quite a few of them here, and luckily they all seem to be ignoring the camera. It doesn't seem to faze any of the birds at all. They don't even notice it's there, I don't think. A couple of our resident pigeons, they're, they're quite loud and noisy, especially when one's trying to mate with a female that's really not that interested. But they seem to be just enjoying the food for the moment. "8:25 in the evening and the house sparrows are back, probably having a last feed up before they fly off somewhere to roost for the evening. And my mate, the magpies, come back and scared off all the house sparrows, but they will be back for a final feed before disappearing for the evening. Here we've got a robin, briefly, goodbye, a female blackbird and a house sparrow. I think this female blackbird wants to make sure we get her best side. And that's not it. Thanks, Mrs. Blackbird. Right, the next clip is probably the one most people have been waiting for. It's night time, it goes to black and white, it's 9:30, and we see our first hello to the hedgehogs. There's a good 6 minutes of footage of the hedgehogs this evening, and rather than cut too much of it out, I'll leave it all in. If you want to skip bits, you can skip bits. I've chucked in a bit of music, but again, if you don't like that, you can always put it on mute. But I enjoyed it, I hope you do too. This is Fleabag. You might remember him from last night. He keeps scratching and walking at the same time. It looks like he's nearly about to fall over, bless him. But he's stumbling through and enjoying a good meal. So it's now 11:20 in the evening, and we see Hopalong again. I don't know if you remember him from last night, the one that had the slight limp. It doesn't seem to be affecting him eating. He seems fit and healthy. Apart from that, maybe he got caught in a fight or something, but hopefully he will recover from this. So from 20 past 11 until 1:45 in the morning, nothing disturbed the camera, and then suddenly one of the hedgehogs comes back. This obviously isn't Hopalong, it's a different hedgehog. Ten past 3, and this is the only footage I managed to get of the fox last night. Wonderful bit of footage, although very, very brief. If you look very carefully in the distance, you will see him just walking across along the decking there to make his escape. And that was it, really. From 25 past 5, it's starting to get a little bit lighter now. You can see the house sparrows are back feeding and various other birds. I did have another hour or so of ground birds feeding, but you've seen all that, so I'm not going to continue with that. But that was night 2. I'll try positioning it in a different place tonight and see if we can get something different. Sorry to be self-indulgent, but just to finish off, I'm going to leave you with my personal favourite of the ground birds that come to our garden, and that is the magpie. I love him, he's brilliant.